Oh my god, guys. Welcome to the goddamn show, by the way. We're learning how to make intro videos. This is a two-part thing. Now, I've just recorded 30 minutes setting this all up. And it's gone and froze my entire PC. So maybe I'm just too good at editing. But welcome to the goddamn show. I'm going to try do things really quick and cover everything that I've done. Just because it's going to be a real pain for me to do it again. And hopefully you guys can get like a fast track version. So essentially what we're doing today is we're making a Saturday night's main event trailer intro video. Now I haven't started editing it. That's exactly why I haven't restarted the video as a whole. Now DaVinci Resolve is available for free and is for PC in my Discord. You can find a link in there and download it. Don't click any of the sponsored ones. The actual company that has it is called DaVinci Resolve. Now, I'm just going to show you, hopefully my tabs are still open, the tools that I use. So once you go into DaVinci Resolve, I need to show you this part because I guarantee nobody will know to do this part. When you go into DaVinci Resolve, we're going to do this really quickly. It should load up and look like this eventually. So this is what we're going to be editing. But you go to New Project, Untitled Project. Once you create that, right click, and you have to do this. Make sure you do this. Create new timeline, untick use project settings, and make sure you change the frame rate to 60. Otherwise, your video will just not be 60 frames per second. There's also some timeline resolutions here you can change, and then obviously you can change the resolution to whatever you want. But anyways, we're going to go back to where we were. So tools. So I just want to quickly mention everything that I've used to create this goddamn what I've missed. So I've used YouTube to get a green screen effect, which looks like this. It's an old 80s style green screen effect. I've used some footage from Atlanta, Georgia, which I haven't input. Oh! I've got the Saturday night's main event theme song that nearly blows your ear off. And I've got a little Titantron loop here. Some footage from Saturday night's main event in the past. Also, I've used ChatGPT, and you can see the prompt that I've used to create a promo. Just to sort of narrate over the top of our trailer. You guys obviously familiar with ChatGPT. If you want to pause it and read through what I've done. The purpose is I'm making a movie-style trailer for my actual Saturday night's main event in my universe mode. And you haven't missed anything in DaVinci Resolve. So the create timeline thing is the biggest thing that I want to mention. Fish audio. So I've picked a movie narrator's voice. I've copy and pasted this in. And using Fish audio, I've got the movie voice. Once you've generated it, can you go away, please? If you click generate and play, there will be a download option. It will get downloaded. You will have it on your PC, and then you can drag it in to your DaVinci Resolve. So we're going to go back to the project that so rudely decided to freeze my PC in the middle of a recording session, which is so annoying. And I'll try and cover everything that I've done so far. So, because all I've done is drag stuff into the timeline. So once you've created a new timeline, your DaVinci Resolve will look a little something like this. To make these folders, so I've got some footage from my universe mode, which is obviously going to be where I get the in-game footage. I've got an effects folder, which I'm going to click master to get back to, and that's just all the effects that I need. And then obviously we've got the narration and the timeline that you have just created doing what I show you. Does that make sense? Because I'm not sure. I wanted to do it in this fast method because I actually explained everything fully. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've made loads of video and audio tracks by right-clicking and adding tracks, and I've named them. So gameplay, effect 1, effect 2, narration, theme song, effect sounds. Simple as that, just so you know where things are going. And one of the key things that I want to mention is if you do, and I've kept one just to show you, if you do insert something and you want to resize it, you have all the tools here. So say, for example, I've inserted this TV, it looked like that. What I want it to do is I want the TV at the forefront, so it's the main focus for the introduction. and then I'm gonna chrome it. I'm gonna key out, and I'm gonna show you how to key out the green, and so the footage is showing through the TV. Capiche? Also, another thing that I didn't mention is in order to separate audio and get rid of the audio, all you need to do is right click and untick link clips, click away, control, select if you want to delete the video, select the video to delete. If you want to delete the audio, control X. That's simple, and that will remove it. So here we are. So what we want to do now is, because I've already done it with the old film green screen footage, as I was trying to show you, I always make sure that this little FX here is selected on my video preview, because I'm doing green screening. I want to change colors. So we've removed the green screen from this. You can see the little effects there. I don't know how they look actually, so you can kind of see the effects, because Saturday Night's Main Event is an 80s thing. You can find all these green screens on YouTube, and what I use is this app right here called the 4K downloader. And it opens up on the wrong goddamn thing. And you get 10 daily download limits. Again, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. I put all the tools that I use in there. Everything. There's no secrets. And you can just download 10 things for free. So now back to where we were. Making the trailer. Okay, we got somewhere. 6 minutes. Wasn't bad for 30 minutes worth of footage. So we've already green screened this. Now we've got the effects layer selected. At the top here, there is a bunch of different things. To do green screening, to do any kind of effects transitions, you want to be on the effects tab. Now, the one that I use for cutting green out is called the 3D keyer. I have it favorited here, and it's a Resolve effects key. To find that, obviously, you can just have a look around, or you can search it if you go into Toolbox. And if you search it at the top, I believe it'll come up. Maybe it won't. Where is it? Under here, Open Effects, then 3D. There you go, 3D keyer. It's there. Now, in order to green screen something, all you need to do is drag it onto the footage. Now, we're doing the TV now, so we've dragged that effect on. It's on there, right? It's on. You can tell that by the little highlighted FX on the left of the screen of the preview. We're wanting to remove the green, and we've changed this to effects, which means that this preview is actually like a touch screen. Imagine it as like a touch screen thing. You can do whatever you want. In here, you'll have video, audio, and effects. You want to go over to effects, and under 3D keyer, you want to select this tool on the left. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find the green spot, which is there. Now you're like, oh my god, there's a big green thing on the outside. Well, every time you hit 3D key, and you can do it with any color, but green's the easiest, put D-spill to the max, that will disappear. Got it? Good. Right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a play around and just see how it looks. So what I want this trailer to look like is I want, for the duration of this TV being here, I want a few different clips. So I like this version of Hogan, so I'm going to start there. Oh, this looks good. There you go. I'm actually quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. So that's what we're going to use, okay? Now, in terms of like where you put things in a layer, the thing you want to see on the top is always at the top. It's as simple as that. I have got an extra video thing here, just as a spare, just in case I need it. So what we've done there is we've created the intro. We have the narration, and we have the Saturday Night's Main Event theme song, which is what I downloaded from the 4K downloader. Downloaded this from Fish Audio, and that's all we need. So we're going to use the cutting tool now, which is a blade, and it's just here. Now, we want everything to match up. So we want to get rid of this by pressing right-clicking, and you can cut or delete. I click Control X. Okay? So now we've got our intro. Let's just have a look at this. So that's our opening thing. Now, that's our opening segment with the TV. So you should always rewatch your footage. Then what I want to do is I've got an idea. So the retro film thing, what I'm going to do is I kind of want it to last around 60 seconds. And that isn't far off 60 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Control-C and Control-V that. Copy and paste. And that will copy and paste the effects over. And I'm going to bring it down to around 10 seconds just to make it around 60. Is that around? So it's around a minute there. Give or take a minute, 3 seconds. This top layer that I'm using is the guidance to the length of my trailer. So, also on top of that, I need to make sure that this matches up. And this matches up. Because this is our guidance. This is how long it will go. And this is specifically for trailers. And I am doing a part 2 of this, this is covering short-term footage. I'm going to do one on long-term, long format footage, which is like your episodes. So it's like a 2-part thing. And it's been botched already because, goddamn, the first 30 minutes didn't record. So I'm happy to answer any questions about anything that I've missed out. But I did feel like it wasn't necessary to go through all the where I get stuff from. I get my drone footage from YouTube. I get all the effects from YouTube by searching a green screen effect that I want to see. And that's it. So far, this is our guidance. We've got 60 seconds. It's really simple now. So all I want to do now is, what I would do here is I'd have a look in my effects layer and I'd have a look at like what I've got. So I've got this little Saturday Night's Main Event Titantron loop that I've downloaded. So I'm going to import that and right-click, link clips, and I can't use that audio, it's too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a bit of this, and we can use it as like a transition maybe. So I'm just going to cut a bit out using the razor tool. And what I do is, and the way I edit, I always keep things that I might use on the right for later. So this isn't definitely going to go in the trailer, but it might, if that makes sense. So Atlanta, Georgia, of course, is also going to be in there. So we're going to need some clips from here. Now, I'm just looking for like really clean like clips. Oh, I like that transition. Because if you look at the Saturday Night's Main Events trailers, they always have like little bits of the city. I quite like that bit there. So I'm just going to go across and use the razor tool. Just delete anything I don't want. But obviously, when this is on, I'd like the Saturday Night's Main Event logo on as well. And I have downloaded that, so I'll import it. But I'm just going to get some, like, a few bits. It's only 60 seconds, remember, and we need to get, like, a lot of footage from my universe mode. And all I've done is, don't record new footage if you don't need to. I have 27 episodes of universe mode, which has probably about 50 different entrances on. So there's no need for me to go recording a shitload of new footage. It's just not necessary. It's not time efficient, and that's how I work. I'm efficient. So I mentioned I need to drag in the Saturday Night's Main Event logo, which I'll do now. I'm going to show you an effect you can add on that, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make sure that with all these bit drone footages, it's always on top and at a good angle, and it doesn't look like out of size. So if you see here, now it's a little bit big, and if you look at the this is just a PNG file, by the way, that I've put on top, and we're gonna stick these together once this is done. So I want to zoom it out a bit maybe, and then just move it up maybe a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I want to add an effect. Now, my favourite effects, and you can favourite effects by clicking this little star here. They'll be saved into a folder called Favorites. The effect that I want to use for this is called Fast Noise. I strongly suggest you find this and you use it. I don't know where it is now. Fast Noise. And what Fast Noise is it's a bunch of cool effects that can make it glow. You can make it smoke. You can make it heat haze. So it's like that. That's what we're going to go for. The heat haze, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Wait, where's that footage gone? Has that just disappeared? Then we're going to have to add a 3D keyer on, aren't we? To get rid of the black. Which is fine. So just obviously always 3D key. So you've got a Saturday night's main event heated thing. Now I know the drone footage is you can see the watermark now. I believe this is free use drone footage. You just zoom in and get rid of that. Then you've got a cool little, I quite like that. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to apply this. I'm going to have like 4 shots of Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to want to start by Control C in this because we need to paste it everywhere. And this is where you can use your zoom in and out tool. And we're just going to want to paste it, drag it exactly to where we need it, paste it, drag it to exactly where we need it, paste it, drag it to exactly where we need it, so it's on top of all of them. Look, see what I mean? It's on top of all of them. Then what you want to do is you want to go and you can drag your mouse, and you just want to, oh wait, ignore what I say, right click and link clips, that way they stay together, so that's not going to move. And you just do that with all 4. Right click, link clips. Right click, link clips. I do think this is an efficient way to edit. I do think I'm quite a fast editor. But I do get inspiration quite fast. So I call this bit on the right. You're going to laugh. You might laugh. I'm going to swear. I call it the shit bit. So this is where I just keep all the shit. I just keep all the shit that I'm going to just insert randomly. So now what we're going to do is very simple. We're going to look for footage within our universe mode episodes. So we're going to go back to our media pool and go back to here, and we're going to look at our footage now. Oh, I quite like some of this. So again, we're going to want to remove the audio because we've already got audio. We've got the Saturday night's main event theme song, and all we're going to do is we're going to scale. This is called so there's 2 ways. There's a tutorial on how to use DaVinci Resolve. There's clean cutting, then there's what I do, which is dirty. It's just a mess. So we're going to want it on the same layer as the gameplay, which it is. So like this effect here needs to be off because we're going to do what's called a ripple cut, just to make it easier, that's all. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to find some footage. So we're looking for entrances, so I'll do that and we'll just chat and we'll just listen. And what we do is just make sure you have the razor tool selected. Have a look for like a particular moment you want by just scrolling. Now I'm gonna want this Brum Breaker entrance. So you can actually use J and L. So L on your keyboard plays it. If you press it twice, it goes faster. If you click J, it goes backwards, and if you click K, it pauses. Yeah, you got that? So what I do is I just cut and then I'll play. So I want a little bit of Brum Breaker, but I don't want too much. So I think to that point there, I'm going to cut it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean. I'm going to keep my timeline clean and I'm going to ripple delete. Right click, ripple delete, and it'll stick it directly onto your thing. So this is 60 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of clips. Now I should have got Carmelo's entrance maybe, but I don't need it. It's not essential. I'm just going to go through each of these bits of footage real quick. And all I'm going to do is make sure it's on the gameplay thing. And I'm just going to find some entrances. So maybe DIY or Motor City Machine Guns for sure. And using L to go forward, L on the keyboard and J. All I'm doing is I'm trying to find little clips. And then I'm just cutting them. There you go. So that it doesn't... Then you right click... You cut, or you Control X, click in this gap, right click, ripple delete. When you double click in a gap on a thing, it will highlight like this. That will give you the opportunity to ripple delete. Got it? Then what we're going to do, ooh, maybe we insert a bit of Obafemi. I'd quite like that. So we're going to go here. We're going to find a decent bit of Obafemi by using our L and our J to go forward and back. L to go forward. Right, that was weird. Oh, that's a good point to cut it. So then again, what we're going to want to do is, this is useless, so we want to get rid of it. Double click or single click. It'll highlight it, drag it. And as you can see here, this is what it's going to look like so far. Now, I think it would be a good time to put one of the Atlanta, Georgia shots in that we made earlier. And it's really simple. And now I've noticed something that actually could be a good effect. So you can see Brum Breaker, all the text and stuff. What you want to do is you want to just zoom it. zoom it. You won't lose quality, and just make sure that you're getting it exactly how you want it. So you can see here again. You might want to zoom this a bit, just because you can see the bit in the I wish they'd remove that. To be fair, I wish they'd remove that where it says toggle and everything. So you can see here we've got. So that one isn't that bad actually. So we're going to insert one of ours. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just drag it here. There you go. So we've got it together, and then all you do is, so we've got 3 clips there. Obafemi's a little bit big in my opinion in that clip, so I'm just going to cut that. And if that is the case, you just right click here, ripple delete again, and it will break it down. Does that make sense? Then we want to zoom out and find, well, we removed the footage. We want to find some footage, and we're just gonna go for 2 to 3 clips again. Now I've noticed I haven't used any women, so that would be a good idea. But I like this the Orton entrance, so we're gonna use this. So we're gonna get this in here. It's not too long. It's not exactly ideal. But I'm gonna use it. You can do the ripple delete or you can drag it. I just did the really slow method. And you might be wondering why I'm like taking so long to show you. It's just real time. I feel like with these videos, what's important is real time. Oh, I might get a John Cena attitude adjustment in there. Yeah, hell yeah. And we're using J and K to do that, by the way. Well, you can also use spacebar, play and pause. So we got that in there. Wait, which bit have I cut? Right, we want this bit. I think I've deleted the wrong bit. Not even joking. So we just want to get that attitude adjustment, if we can. There we go. Ripple delete. Then we're going to mess about. We're going to zoom in a little bit. There you go. And that's actually worked out quite well because the narrator says the past collides with the present. And there was, oh, that's the wrong one. If ever you do anything wrong, Control Z, by the way. It will just quickly get you out of that predicament. It'll undo what you just did. So I quite like that. Maybe, and this is one I'm actually going to use, by the way. It's not a like just a tutorial video. I'm going to try get a picture of some of the women though, because I've noticed I've got like none of the women. So what I'm thinking is if I can get like 2 women's entrances, maybe. It doesn't look like the women ever wrestle on my universe mode. Where are they all? Oh, there's 2. Let's get Becky. Becky's good. Someone's beeping a horn outside my house. So we just want a really. I don't know if there's a shortcut on Premiere Pro. There's a shortcut for cutting. So I've got Becky there. So I'm gonna click this, ripple delete, exactly like I said, and then move forward. We're not gonna use that anymore. So Becky should be in there now. She should be here. Yeah, Becky's in there. Pave the way as well, and Becky Lynch is selected. So what I'm going to go for here is I'm going to go for like one more. Ooh, we need to get some like CM Punk in there. We need to get some women in here. We need some. Oh, Rhea Ripley's there, so we'll get her in maybe if she's got an entrance, or we can get her doing like a riptide or something. So we're going to zoom out and find that footage, so I can see the women are here. So that's the good thing about that I like about DaVinci Resolve is you can just slide to where you need, and that's a perfect footage. Oh, this is it. This is the section. This is the bit we need to do. There, perfect. That's where we want to cut it. We obviously want Roman in there. And we'll get Roman in there as well. So what we're going to do is Control X. Now we know we wanted that little Rhea Ripley clip in there. I think it's in there now. I'm not sure. Because it's so small, you can zoom in to make sure you've checked it. There you go. It's in there. Then I'm going to drag my second, and that's massive. I'm going to drag my second Saturday Night's Main Event in. No, and I'm not going to use this, I don't think. I'm going to drag my second location thing, then I can start cripping and cropping again. And that's where, after that's where you start looking at like audio levels. So is this a really long Roman Reigns thing? We only want it to be short, really. You don't want it longer than like it needs be. So you probably want it to get cut there. And again, you want to just get rid of excess footage. Now, I still think, ripple delete, by the way. I still think we need a lot more women. So I'm going to have a look. I think I have some women in here. And if you notice, every time I'm in a habit of unlinking clips and cutting the audio for my own benefit. It's super important you get into the habit of doing that. I wish it was... I'm going to get some trading blows footage, I think. We just get a little bit of... That's interesting. Let's get Kalani. Let's get Kalani bitch slapping Roxanne Perez. That's hilarious. So with L, you can just play at your own pace. Now you want to zoom in because this is such a small clip, and as we always do, ripple delete. Then you're gonna want to make sure that the footage is the right size. So here we want to get a bit close in to see that bitch slap because that's how it is. There you go. This is all it is really. It's just about cripping and cropping and taking your time, and this is a great moment. This is a great moment to put in Roxanne with the US Championship. But we need to get the right one. This could be it. Because it kind of signifies, like, championship. So you do want to be cautious with your clips, but if you use the clips from your universe mode, then everything's relevant and you don't have to edit it. You shouldn't be trying to make footage that doesn't exist, in my opinion. So it makes it relevant to your universe mode and things that have happened. So we can zoom in a little bit. There you go. Now what we're gonna want to do is I want this Carmelo. So I'm gonna get Carmelo in there. And can you see how when it's still not anywhere near our duration? I'm gonna show you how to export it and everything, guys, as well. So I'm gonna want to edit that Carmelo clip a little bit because it looked, you can see his nameplate. So it's just resizing. It's just taking your time. A lot of people don't have patience for this. Written in blood. So I think we can edit some more in... Oh, this... Do we want to use NXT? Nah. I don't use NXT, so it wouldn't make sense. There's some good bits of footage on here, though. I can see Edge. I quite like Edge to be on there. But I don't know. Oh, Alexa Bliss, but it's not Alexa Bliss. It's just a promo. So we've still got some bits here, actually. Is there out worth keeping? Nah, it's all crap. It's all rubbish. So you can see here we've got some stuff. We've got Will Ospreay. We've also got Mariah May. Oh, Liv. I think we should put Liv in. I definitely think... Oh, I forgot to drag my cursor to edit it. I definitely think we should put Liv in. Jacob could be a good option as well. I think we... Like, let's have a look what... So we're going to want to start it from Liv's face, maybe. Oh, damn. So you can zoom in to make sure you're doing appropriate edits. So we're going to want to start it here. Zoom out again and then just play it. I might do a bit of a longer clip with Liv. Like that. Maybe that length. That's quite a long clip, but I feel like sometimes you need to mix long and short clips. Because you don't want to be here till next year editing like particular clips. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in another one of these, I think. Make it a little bit shorter. There you go. Then we're going to watch it all over and see what it looks like, and you're going to tell me what you think. There you go. And then we just need a few more clips and we're going to end on the Saturday night's main event. I think we need Jacob in there, to be honest. You can also do it this way by dragging, by the way I'm doing it. Just dragging everything. It's a lot longer, though. It's a lot worse. It's a lot worse to do it this way. Using J&K, you can get very specific, like this. And you can cut it at exact moments, which is quite important when cutting. So we want that bit of Ospreay, really. Don't know if I've cut too much there. Find out in a minute. Looks like I have. So I'm going for a few bigger clips now. But then I think it does zoom out at a bad time. So I think there would be perfect time to cut it. So like I said, that's why you should always save your universe mode footage. Now this is going to be at the end like that. We just probably need a little bit more. And now I know at Money in the Bank we have like CM Punk, so that's a good guy to get in there. Now I'm just going to use the dragging technique for now. Did I not even zoom in when he says it's clobbering time? I am the worst. There you go. That's a better version. Now we want to move this up so we can just ripple delete. Because what you can do is you can drag it and you can ripple delete. And you can just do it like this. And this is quite an efficient way to do it, to be fair. What you want to do is you want to put the last thing you want on, like there, at the end, so you know where you can go up to with clips. So I wanted to show you in real time so you had an idea of exactly what it looked like. And I think it is important that you pay attention to every little detail I've done, even because I don't explain things the best, I don't think. Oh, I kind of want that Seth Rollins. I want to put Cody Rhodes in there, but not like a massive Cody Rhodes bit. So maybe here, and then I need to see how close we are to actually... so we can get one more clip maybe. So I'm probably going to go for Seth. Yeah, I'm going to go for Seth, I think. There you go. I don't know if it might want to be a bit longer than that. Let's just drag Seth in there. See how long it wants to be. So Seth is here. We want the bit where he's dancing there. So we're going to go... There, yeah, that's fine. We can make Cody a little bit shorter and make Seth a little bit bigger. Just makes sense, doesn't it? And that's literally our trailer. Only thing we need to do now is watch it over. You should all be watching your stuff over. That's quite good. I quite like that. Now I've turned the bus down. I can make this a little bit bigger. And hopefully you guys have picked everything up I've said. But what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it up and we're going to watch it back. Because that's what I always do. And just see if we can identify anywhere where we can make a little improvement somewhere. So we've got our 60 seconds worth of footage. Now I'm just going to watch it through. And I'm quite happy with the TV. I think it looks good. And it makes sense with the narration. See, I've had already, one thing I've noticed is this is probably better right after the TV bit. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move this to the edge and then put this in here because the narrator talks about Atlanta, Georgia. So let's try and look at that again. There, that's miles better. That Brum Breaker thing could be a bit shorter, I think. But I really like that heat effect. Yeah, I like this. This is lucky, by the way. This sometimes never goes as well as this. It's really good because somehow the clips, and I promise you I haven't done this on purpose, when it talks about Pride, Roxanne's holding the title, what are the odds of that? It says past and present Cena's giving an attitude. Wait, where is that attitude adjustment? Yeah, it's back there. If you listen, the narration matches what he's saying at the gameplay. It's quite good. It's so perfect. A new icon, and it's Jacob Fatu. I think one thing that I could have added. I'm not going to add it now for this tutorial because it's not applicable. Is the date at the end? So like do like a drone. I could add it, but I'd need to make it, and I don't know what date it's going to be. So obviously that's something that I'll add in later down the line. So what I wanted to do is, and I could actually put that footage in there, and then if I go here, where's that goddamn Atlanta, Georgia effect? So at the end, what I want to do is, I think that the theme song had quite a bit of leeway, didn't it? It had like quite a lot of, yeah, it did. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, I don't know if I can copy and paste that now. Oh, I can, yeah. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna put like some text. Maybe I could put a text effect from the. It is teaching you a new skill to put the text effect over. So what I want to do is I want that Saturday night's main event thing over it, but I don't want it the same size. So I want this to be. It's fine to be a bit smaller, but I want it to like go up, and then I want like on here I want it to say coming XYZ. If that makes sense. There you go. There, that's perfect with the music. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't have a date. So this would be my this would be where I put in the date. Now I know that there's text, and I'm not sure about how the titles look on here. I'll be honest. Basic title. No, I don't like them. So what I would do is I create a PNG with a date, and then obviously, but I'm gonna export this as the template. So I'll show you how to do that. So with this one, I think I want it to be 1440p. I think I've noticed a little bit of. So I've been adding glitching effects in some of my universe modes, but it seems to be the case that it's just glitching anyway. Now I'm gonna upscale this. So what you want to do is, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to deliver. And one key thing to look for is this white bar. And you can use this. Make sure your video length matches that white bar and it doesn't have any excess footage left on the right in the shit pile, what I call it. Make sure that you have cleaned the footage and it's all ready to go. Now, with exportation, there is a YouTube option here. Now, I'm going to go for YouTube 1440p. I don't want to directly upload it to YouTube. I just want to save it to my computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it Saturday Night's Main Event Trailer Template. Because what I can do now is, this is set. I can use this every single time. Oh wait, I've noticed something. I've noticed I haven't zoomed in that drone footage. I hope you guys picked up on that. There you go. Right, now we're back on track. So, obviously I'd change the city, so I'm going to save this as a project in DaVinci Resolve where I can just literally go in, unlink the clips, and just put little bits of like a different city in. This template is what I use it for. So what we're going to do is we're going to select where we want to save it. So, finish videos, trailers, Saturday night main event trailer template. We're going to check everything, so timeline resolution, yep. So we're going for YouTube 1440p. We're going to add to render queue here. Render all. And that will render for you. And once that's done, it will be saved as a video and ready to upload to YouTube. So I'm sorry, guys, it was a bit of a botched episode. I hope you guys could somewhat understand what I was saying. But I'll get this uploaded so you guys can edit your own intros, and if you do have any specific questions or any effects that you're not sure of, I do know how to create my own effects. I don't just use green screens. That is way more complicated, and I don't think it's necessary for your journey just yet in universe mode creation. I think it's all about creating your character and getting your content out there and showing your personality, and maybe just including something a little bit different. But guys, thank you for watching anyway. This was the beginner's guide. We'll do long format content in terms of the next universe mode episode I'll edit on a video. I'll show you exactly what I do to get all the location graphics flying in and, you know, have that be animated. I'll show you all that stuff. I'll show you how to get pop-ups, how to make them, and how to import them. I'll show you, like, we'll use these trailers as advertisements to break up the content. Just smart things to do to make your long format content more consumable. But guys, thank you for watching. I hope you did learn something. If you didn't, I'm sorry. But as always, peace.